Okay, let's dive right in. We are going to be talking about how artificial intelligence is completely rewriting the rules of warfare. We're seeing conflict move from the physical world into the digital one, and it's happening at speeds we can barely even wrap our heads around. And this isn't just about, faster computers. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about national security. So this really is the central question, isn't it? It's the one that keeps military strategists and tech leaders up at night. What actually happens when the decision to attack, to defend, and maybe even to escalate is taken out of human hands and just given to a piece of code? The stakes, as you can imagine, could not be higher.
To really get this, you have to see the new cyber battlefield for what it is. AI isn't just another tool in the toolbox. Not at all. It's a full-blown revolution that's changing everything. The speed, the scale, and the sheer sophistication of how these digital conflicts are fought.
And this table just lays it out so clearly. On the left, you've got the old way of doing things, human hackers, manually searching for weaknesses. It's slow, it's methodical. But on the right, well, that's the new reality. AI-driven operations that are autonomous, incredibly fast, and can scale up massively. And the craziest part? They learn and adapt all on their own.
This quote really hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures this new dynamic, an algorithmic arms race. For every single new AI-powered attack, a new AI-powered defense is created right behind it, just pushing both sides into this relentless, never-ending cycle of one-upmanship. All right, so let's look at one side of that arms race first, the sword. How exactly are attackers using AI to forge more powerful, more intelligent, and, frankly, more dangerous digital weapons? Well, it often starts with something like natural language processing, or NLP. This is AI that can write like a person. So, those scammy phishing emails you get? Now imagine one that's perfectly written, personalized with details it's scraped from your social media, and is totally indistinguishable from a real message from your boss or your bank. Yeah, that's the power of NLP in an attack.
And it just gets more sophisticated from there. An AI-driven attack follows this chillingly efficient life cycle. First, an AI can scan the entire internet for a weakness. Then it can identify a brand new zero-day flaw. That's a vulnerability nobody even knows about yet. Then it can write its own code to exploit it. And finally, deploy malware that literally thinks for itself to avoid getting caught. And each of these steps, it can happen in minutes, or even seconds.
So the crucial thing to understand here is that we're not talking about simple viruses anymore. This is AI-powered malware that spreads all by itself. It's smart enough to hide from antivirus software. It can coordinate massive DDoS attacks to shut down entire websites. It's not just a static piece of code. It's an intelligent agent.
But, it's not all doom and gloom. Let's flip over to the other side of this arms race, because for every AI sword, there is an AI shield. The very same technology that powers these insane new attacks is also our best hope for defending against them. And the key defensive idea here is something called anomaly detection. So instead of looking for known viruses, which is kind of like having a photo album of every known criminal, an AI shield learns what normal activity on a network looks like. The second something weird happens, something that deviates from that pattern, it raises an alarm, even if it's a brand new attack no one has ever seen before. It's designed to spot the unknown.
And right here you can see the direct parallel in this arms race. For every single offensive AI technique, a defensive one is rising up to meet it. The attackers use AI to find vulnerabilities, the defenders use AI to predict and patch them before they're ever used. It's just a constant, high-speed chess match between competing algorithms.
You see, this AI cyber shield is proactive. It doesn't just sit around and wait to get hit. It's predicting future threats, automatically fixing weaknesses, and it can instantly quarantine a hacked computer before it infects anything else. It basically allows our digital infrastructure to start healing itself.
Okay, so we've seen the tech, the sword, and the shield. But what does all of this actually mean for the world? What are the real-world consequences when nations start pointing these algorithmic weapons at each other? The truth is, the old rules of war are being completely rewritten.
Just think about a flash war scenario. This timeline shows how a conflict could spiral out of human control in less than 1 minute. An attacking AI finds a flaw in a power grid. 5 seconds later, a defending AI spots it and counterattacks. 15 seconds in, the two AIs are just escalating against each other, adapting in real time. And by 30 seconds, there's a widespread power outage, and human leaders haven't even been fully briefed yet.
And this brings us to a huge problem: attribution. In a traditional war, you know who's shooting at you. But an AI can launch an attack through a dozen different countries, using constantly changing code, which makes it nearly impossible to prove who was responsible. This new algorithmic fog of war just shatters the whole idea of traditional deterrence.
And this creates a perfect storm of challenges. Deterrence, the idea that fear of retaliation stops someone from attacking you in the first place, it just breaks down. I mean, if you can't prove who did it, how can you retaliate? Escalation happens faster than humans can even talk. And because these tools are getting easier to get, it's not just superpowers who can build these weapons anymore. The line between a digital attack and a physical act of war is just dissolving.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question of this new era. As this algorithmic arms race just keeps accelerating, and conflicts are fought in microseconds, the biggest challenge isn't just about building a better sword or stronger shield. It's about how we design these systems to make absolutely sure that in the end, a human being is still the one calling the shots.